Fellow congregation members of the church, all people do this here as an evil, rotten, decrepit, low-down, despicable, foul-mouthed monster. I realize that monsters like this do not have a place in heaven. And I also realize that hell simply will not have them because they don't want a motherfucker like this trying to take over. Pardon my language. But it must be said.
It's another beautiful day to be a raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield. I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation. And you've come back. Why? Because it's time. It's time to bring the
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live, as always, from the friendly confines of Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. And just where is that, might you ask? Well, I know it's getting late in your evening, you know, we need to break it down for you. Let me give you some simple directions, shall we? Just down the street, past the house, with the boarded up windows. Make sure you stop at the corner and ask my man Joe. He's a gentleman, he's a scholar. But slip him what you should, and he's gonna point you in the right direction. He's gonna tell you to take a left, and then a right. And as you find yourself strolling down the street, minding your own damn business, a cool breeze will hit you that chills you right to your skeletal core, and you'll find yourself asking, was that the autumn wind? You goddamn right. Should you venture down that deep dark alley? Well, of course you should. Because what you're going to find at the end is a special little place that we like to call deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction, and as it is every Tuesday, or how it's supposed to be every freaking Tuesday, it's the Raider Nation Report with yours truly, a solid 60 minutes, or however long Facebook will allow us, whatever comes first. That's what it is. And thank you for joining us. Smash that share button. Throw it out there into the electronic world. Let's just do the damn thing, shall we? Let's get right to it. Thank you for joining me as always. I appreciate each and every second you spend with us here at Raider Reaction. The page numbers are growing, the followers are growing, the support is growing, the excitement for what we hope is the upcoming 2020 season is starting to grow and swell. And easy now. It's early in the show. Let's not get too excited here. All right. First off, I'd like to thank our official sponsors at Raider Reaction, RaiderNationStore.net. Man, go check that shit out. RaiderNationStore.net. All kinds of hot silver and black gear. And our newest sponsor at Raider Reaction, Modo Sports. Modo, M-O-D-O sports.com, the official sports line of Violator, Raider Nation, freaking superfan, OG, Hall of Famer. It's his sports line. He's now an official sponsor of Raider Reaction, and he'll be kicking in items for the upcoming Reaction Shop raffle, along with RaiderNationStore.net. And the only people who can participate in the raffle are official supporters of Raider Reaction. To become an official supporter, click on the freaking I want to be a supporter button at the top of the freaking page. When you come to the Facebook page, go to our website, RaiderReaction.com/supporters. Click on the supporter tab there, and you can get all the information about everything else, all the other perks. But the biggest perk is you get to be in the raffle, and you have a chance to win every single item. And we've got all of our sponsors are contributing to the raffle every month. Plus, I've already got a box full of stuff. I went through my private collection. I've got vintage football cards all the way back to the early 70s. All Raiders. We got Raider Reaction stickers. We've got limited edition 2020 inaugural poker chips. We got all kinds of stuff. The only people who get a chance to win it are official supporters of Raider Reaction. So get out there, become a supporter, and let's get to this fucking show.
All I have in
Shall we?
this world is my balls and my word, and I don't break them for no one. You understand?
All right, let's get after it. The reality of football in 2020. What is it? Fuck, I don't know. Are we gonna have football like we need to have in our life, in our season this year? I don't know. It's training camp is going off as planned. It's going off as planned, so that's positive first step number one. But my biggest concern is I don't want a bastard season in 2020. So if you can't give me it all. I don't want some cheapened version of what an NFL season is supposed to be. So I want to put that out first and foremost. I do not want a cheapened, bastardized version of this 2020 football season. That is my biggest concern. I don't want that. The positives so far, at least for the silver and black, your Las Vegas Raiders, the inaugural season, no Raiders have tested positive, knock on wood, for COVID-19, the coronavirus. And no Raiders have, also knock on wood, opted out for the 2020 season. So that, two positives for the franchise that we follow and support going into this season. That's for damn sure. Very positive in that aspect. So when you're looking at how things are starting to wash out, you watched the first major professional league come back this weekend. We're all excited. I've watched every game of the Rays. I'm happy baseball's back, man. But you already seen the Marlins are in the middle of a shitstorm already. You've got 17, I think, confirmed cases. I know they had 4 more today. I think that drove it up to 17. There's probably a couple more by now. So they're already have their season, a pause button hit on it, and they haven't even got out of the gate, basically. So you've seen one franchise of the league already crippled in what is already a condensed season. I mean, when you look at the 60-game season that Major League Baseball is playing, they hardly got any days off during this. It's a fucking goddamn complete sprint, man. It's just a different kind of animal. So you're gonna have a little bit of a bastard champion anyway coming out of that. Regardless of, it's always gonna have an asterisk. Yeah, you won, but. Yeah, you won, but it was that year. It was 2020. Oh, you're the 2020 champion? Yeah. let me put my mask on. You know, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be the butt of a joke. So do you even want to have that distinction? Now, if the NFL can manage to pull off a season, the fact that there's no fans doesn't mean dick to me. Doesn't mean jack and shit. If you can play a 16-game regular season with a full playoff and have a discerning champion, somebody that stands at the end, that battles through the attrition of an NFL season, the weather, all the fucking everything, that all the adversity that goes into an NFL season, and stands at the end and knocks everybody down and is standing, and that's still a champion to me. That's a champion. The fact there's no fans in the stands, I don't give fucking two dicks about that. That's fucking sprinkles. That's sprinkles on the Sunday. I don't care. I don't care. I don't want to see that. But so you've got the Marlins situation. You've got the fact that a lot of players are starting to opt out. I believe they set a deadline of August 1st for that. Don't quote me on that. I haven't fact checked that, but I know there is a deadline of when these guys can stop opting out so that the teams can, know what the hell's going on. They have a window. But the number one team that you've seen come out and having players opt out, you've seen 6 Cheatriots already stepped down out of New England. And that is, and one, off the record, one of those 6 has said to an NFL agent that he thinks Belichick's up to something, doesn't know what, but thinks there's some sort of an angle. And you bet your motherfucking ass there's some sort of an angle. You think there's not an angle that the team that's had the most players come out and opt out right out of the gate as soon as they give them the fucking option wasn't the Cheatriots? These guys find a loophole and fucking manipulate the fuck out of it, man. They take the smallest loophole and they walk away leaving that fucker look like Jim and Jameson, man. That's what they do to loopholes. They abuse it and molest it. So if you don't think they've decided, because I already talked about it months ago, man. Me and Prime sat here and talked about it, how we didn't think they were going to go after a quarterback. They thought they were going to sit with fucking Stidham, and that they were going to go into the season and tank this bitch so that they could move way up and get possibly their next franchise quarterback. Well, just the fact that they brought in Cam Newton doesn't mean shit. Doesn't really mean shit at all. The fact that they brought in Cam Newton. That doesn't mean anything. I still think they're working the tanking angle, and now you've been given the liberty to do it. Not only they just told you, they've given you a fucking a big red X on top of the loophole. Here, use this. Here. You franchise that likes to cheat all the time and use every loophole you can. Well, here's a piece of paper. If your players would like to not play this season, they can go ahead and do this. Hey, just take the year off. We're really shooting for next year anyway. Hey, Mr. Hightower, we don't want a lot of miles on you, so why don't you just take this year off because, we don't want to get you beat up. Hey, why don't you take this year off? There's something going on there. Bet your ass there's an angle they're working to that. Don't think it's a fucking coincidence that the team that has the most players that opted out already is the Patriots. Don't think it's a coincidence. It's not. There's something going on. Bet. Better believe it. There's something going on there. So training camp is going on as scheduled. Preseason is scratched. The teams are supposed to drop down to 80-man rosters, and I've had people ask, well, why is that? Why is that? That's more players that don't get a chance. Why is that? What do you think it is? It's all about money. There's how many teams in the league? 32. That's 32 owners who don't have to pay 10 more fucking scrubs for a certain period of time that ain't gonna make the fucking team anyway. You don't have preseason games, so these guys aren't even gonna get a chance to get out on the field and really show their wares anyway, so they're just cutting down the process and saving some money. The salary cap's gonna get whacked for next year, that's for sure. Listen, man, these guys didn't get filthy rich and become fucking billionaires by being dumbasses and not knowing how to fucking work and manipulate a dollar. They're going to get their money back. They're not. It's not like they're gonna lose money. I don't know how many people have said, "Well, they're just businessmen, and if they're gonna lose money, you can't blame them." They're not gonna lose money. Let's get something. Let's get something right here. All right, you're not gonna lose money. There's a difference between losing money and I plan to make 1,000% profit, and I'm only going to make 300% profit. That's not losing money, okay? That's what we're talking about here. But the NFL is planning to make 2,000% profit, and now they're only going to make 1,000% profit. That's more realistic. These guys are going to make a boatload of money. If this season goes off and all the eyeballs that are going to be on all the games and all the TV money and the revenue, and I mean, come on. You still ain't buying swag? You still aren't buying jerseys? Oh, get the fuck out of here. We're all still spending money. It's the middle of a motherfucking goddamn world crisis, a pandemic, and everybody's still out buying that new fucking rookie jersey. The new training camp hat, the new draft hat. The fuck you didn't. I got one. I know you guys did too. I see them all posted up in the group. So come on, don't act like we're not fucking forking out money hand over fist still to get this shit. And we're not fucking sitting, talking right now, anticipating the season, and we're not going to be watching week 1. Because sure the hell we are. And money's going in their pocket. So I don't want to hear they need to trim the salary cap because, no, the fuck they do. They don't need to do a goddamn thing. This is called cost of doing business. I'm sorry. Shit didn't work out this year. So you're not going to make your gigantic fucking profit margin. You're just going to make a small profit margin. But it's still a profit margin. And a pretty fucking big one, man. A lot more than most other companies are working with. So if the shit gets canceled, I get it. But still, it's cost of doing business, man. And I'm sorry, man. These guys are billionaires with a fucking B. I'm not concerned about their, are they going to pay their power bill? Are the kids going to be all right for school? Fuck that. Hell out of here. It's the reality is, I don't think there's any way in hell there's going to be fans. I know there's a percentage of the fan bases out there that think, they're just going to have me sign a waiver. No, I don't think that's the case. I think with what you're seeing with Major League Baseball is they can't even keep their league safe. Major League Baseball is really probably the closest as to what's going to go on with what the NFL is going to go on. They're trying to maintain their cities, their home sites, their home field advantages. They're trying to maintain something of a schedule. They're trying to move about the country. They've just eliminated fans from the equation. Same thing the NFL is basically probably going to end up doing. They still want to maintain a schedule. They want to move around the country. They want to have home field advantage the most that they can, at least climate-wise and geographically. I mean, they're not doing bubble sites. So when you see that the league that's already doing it most like you're going to do it has had major issues in the first fucking 7 days, you think, why the hell would you even put fans in that equation? You just take them out now. Because if you're already having issues in another league and fans aren't even in the equation, why are you going to bring fans in there? And now you got, you've brought all of this in. You're trying to keep this fucking germ-free environment, and now you're going to bring all these. It just seems like it's common fucking sense, man. I'm not a fucking rocket surgeon, but it's common sense. Goddamn. I mean, come on. At some point, stop being fucking stupid about it. So, if you can get it all in, great. I think that's ultimately what everybody wants, but I think you've got to eliminate fans completely from the equation. I've already heard of some fans who purchased tickets getting notices, letters in the mail that their tickets have been canceled for the game. They're up for refund and what have you. So something's going to happen. The NFL is trying to hold on, much like they did the draft, until the fucking witching hour, the 11th hour, when they're like, fuck. Okay, we're not doing it. Same, just what they did with the preseason. Weeks out, we got to cancel the Hall of Fame game. We can't spend any more money planning an event we know is not going to happen. And that's basically what it comes down to. At some point, you can't cross the line where you continue spending money to plan events that aren't going to happen. So, it is what it is. So, moving on. I think we all want football. We need football. But it's going to be interesting. We've had a lot of players opt out, but not any top flight echelon players. I know they're kicking ass. You're gonna look good in that powder blue. Raise up. So it's such, there's so much can happen, man. We're not even in August yet, and we're just trying to get to September to get a season off. So training camp's the first step. If we can get through training camp without any major ass fucking problems, like, oh, the Marlins are having, then I say there's a chance. But it's, you gotta take fans completely out of the equation. I have taken, I really plan to go and cover the home opener. I know it's fucking stupid. I probably shouldn't do it. My wife and I are going back and forth on this. But I still plan to go out for the home opener. If there's a fucking game, Raider Reaction's going to be there. It's the first game in Vegas. Raider Reaction's going to be there. If there's a game going on inside the fucking Death Star, I'll be outside at least, god damn it. Okay? After that, I give up on the 2020 season. I give up on it. I'll watch it, but I know I'm not going to be able to be there in attendance. I'll only be able to be there in spirit. And I get it. It is what it is. This fucking season has fucking bent me over, and it just is what it is. It is what it is. So, fuck, I'd cancel it, Nancy, and rebook that bitch. It's probably dropped third the fucking price. That's what I would do. Fuck the system. They'll fuck you, so you might as well fuck them back. Alright. 2 players thus far. 2 players have made it onto the top 100. 2 players on the top 100 list. And both of them, I think, straight got the bone, man. Yes, I think they got the bone. What? I think they're both way too low. Only paid $50. God damn. Is that one of them by the hour hotels? With the vibrating beds? Well, watch out for that. You'll catch more than a Corona at that. Taking that shit home like luggage. Be careful there. Now, Waller at 99. You know, 99. Waller was this. He was one of the breakout players of the entire league. The fact he was an alternate and didn't even really make it to the Pro Bowl was bullshit to begin with. And he only gets a 99. 99. I think that was a little disrespectful. Now the next one is it's just backhanded. It's like a slap and then a back across the face slap. It's like a fucking with a fucking stooge at the end. It's one of those. You straight got stooged. Josh Jacobs got stooged, and here's why. Now he gets 72, which you can say, oh well, he's debuted at 72. Debuted. The kid was by far the breakout offensive star of the year last year, and he didn't get the offensive rookie of the year, which is straight bullshit. And here's the coming back across the fucking face slap. You look at the fucking midget, the midget quarterback. Where was he? He's at 90. 90. Wait a second. Hold on. Let me back that up. I'm not real, I'm not the best with math. But 90 seems to me considerably worse to me than 72. Help me out here. Am I right? Which one of these won the Offensive Rookie of the Year? Follow me here. If the guy that won the Offensive Rookie of the Year hasn't played a single snap more, and he's coming in to the 2020 season and he's ranked 90th, and the guy who didn't win the Offensive Rookie of the Year, who hasn't played a single snap more than the other guy, comes into the season ranked 72 and should be way higher, and we all know that. Are you telling me there's 71 better players in the league? Really? Oh man, I'd like to make that argument. Start throwing some names up. I can pick them off the list already of the guys that you got up there. And so it's, like I said, it's a slap back across the face and the fucking stooge. It's terrible. You're gonna rank Kyler Murray ain't even close to Josh Jacobs on the top 100 ranking coming to 2020, and he's the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Jacobs got hosed, and Jacobs got hosed again. At least Madden gave him some some rankings, so at least we can ball out with him in Madden, and he'll be much higher, obviously, next year, coming into your 2021 top 100. Oh, this top 100 is a joke anyway. All this is content for the NFL Network. Oh, for a fucking month. They milk this shit till their fucking hands hurt. It's just free content. That's all it is. Oh, now we're gonna talk about the next 10 for the next hour. And then we're gonna break it down on the next 3 morning shows, afternoon show, and on NFL.com or whatever, talk or live or fuck, I don't know. Whatever one the blonde chick's on. That one, and I don't know. Fuck. What happened to, I could always go to ESPN and it'd be like somebody I know and like an old player or something that I trust them because they're an expert. Now I go there and it's just, this fucking guy, this chick because she looks good in a skirt, and it's like, where the fuck do you get? How do you apply for this? What kind of credentials do you have to have to be a talking head for some of this shit? Because I'm just like, you fired Golick and you're gonna bring some of these. Just blows my fucking mind. Blows my fucking mind. Marquell Lee, supposed to be in the resurgence of linebacker. I'm still kind of, my jury's still out for me on Marquell Lee. He's a little undersized, but I don't know. I always had kind of a soft spot and a hope for him. Placed on the physically unable to perform list. That's a bummer. I'm not sure what the exact issue is with Lee. Looking to get some more details on that, as that information just dropped today. But he has been placed on the physically unable to perform list. What's up, Carl? What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining me, as always. Thank you. And Siashi Mariner, also placed on the active non-football illness list. He is shelved as well. So, but the good thing is no other Raider was really listed as a distinction on the injury report or listed as injury distinction. So you've got a pretty healthy squad coming in. Nobody's tested positive for the COVID. Nobody's got the corona. Knock on wood. Nobody's opted out of the season. Everybody's very healthy. So far, so good. Everything that you want is lining up. So far, so good. So let's stay along that line. Let's stay along that line. So if you missed at the beginning of the show, want to stop and thank our official sponsors at Raider Reaction, RaiderNationStore.net. Check that shit out, man. They've got all kinds of badass silver and black apparel over there, accessories, all kinds of stuff. And modosports.com. That's MODO/sports.com. That is the official sports and apparel lineup of the Violator. OG Raider Nation Hall of Famer. It's his official sports apparel line, and he's become an official sponsor of Raider Reaction, and he will be kicking in items for our Reaction Shop raffles that we will be having the first Thursday of every month, starting on 8/6. Shit, that's a week from Thursday is our official kickoff and return of the Reaction Shop raffles. RaiderNationStore.net, as well as Moto Sports and the Violator himself will be sending in items to be raffled off, along with stuff from my personal collection, and Raider Reaction kicking in stuff as well. To become an official supporter of Raider Reaction, it's very freaking simple. Just go to our Facebook page on your tablet, laptop, desktop, mobile device. Click that blue button at the top that says, I want to be a supporter, and it just walks you through it after that. If you want to know about all the benefits in detail ahead of time, go to our website. You see it right there, RaiderReaction.com. Click on the supporters tab, or go to RaiderReaction.com /supporters, and all the details are there. You get website discounts, you get put in the official Inner Circle group. But the main thing is, you cannot win a fucking thing in the raffle unless you are a supporter. And what you pay to be a supporter is worth your raffle ticket, trust me, to have a chance to win every item. So, we've put up our goal of what we're trying to shoot for this first raffle. I don't give a fuck if we make it or not. The raffle's going down. This just means the guys that are in it got a better percentage of a chance to win. So, get in. We're going to be adding benefits for our supporters as time goes on. And the longer that you're a Raider Reaction supporter, you will be rewarded. OG status. So, moving along. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and man, join the official group of Raider Reaction, the Raider Reaction Empire. Come to the dark side. It's real, it's raw, it's uncensored. It's the type of Raider group that you want to be in, not with one of the bunch of bitch-ass admins that are going to tap you on the shoulder saying, you can't say that about the team you support. Fuck you, I can't say that. You know what thousands of dollars I spent in my lifetime supporting this? I'll say whatever the fuck I want. That's the type of group you should belong in. So join it. Come to the dark side. We've been expecting you. Alright, moving along. Be like Carl. See, you'll get that cool ass supporter badge there right next to your name. You're not only a top fan, everybody knows you're a fucking supporter. That's like, you're in. It's like, you know, it's like being a made man. It's like mafia status. The inner circle of the dark side. Yeah. Okay, fuck it. Derek Carr has been labeled a third-tier quarterback coming in to the 2020 season. Derek just can't get any respect. None. But here's where we've talked about it. We've beat this horse to death. I've beat this horse to death, brought him back to life, beat him to death again, put the paddles on him, and then beat him to death again. But we're gonna now. Everybody else is beating him. It ain't me. I put my car jersey back on. I'm in full support of DC for this season. I hope this is his season, but big fucking but. He's at the point in his career where you got to do two things, man. You're either gonna become great, or you're going to become Tony Romo. Do you want to be fucking great, or do you want to be Tony fucking Romo? Because Tony Romo's got great stats, and he's got a cushy fucking after football job. Do you want to be Tony Romo? Do you want to have great stats and get that after fucking cushy after football job? Hanging out the NFL Network with you, bro? Sup, bro? Is that what you want to be? Because you can be that, and you can continue down that course. But you're not going to continue down that course in silver and black, because I think if you try to continue down that course, you're going to be gone within the next year or two, probably next season. I don't think they'll keep him around with that contract. Or do you want to be fucking great? Do you want to be great and put the stamp on Las Vegas? Do you want to be great? So that's really where he's at. And when you're looking at... There's several ways to look at how Derek Carr is being perceived coming into the 2020 season. Here they've got him projected as a third-tier quarterback. When you're looking fantasy-wise, and where he's projected fantasy-wise, He's projected as a 5th tier fantasy quarterback. And when you're looking at the tiers, you're looking at tier 1 being Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Dak Prescott. Tier 2 as Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray, Deshaun Watson, and Josh Allen. How the fuck they're calling Dak Prescott in the tier 1 of a fantasy football? I don't quite get that. I guess maybe they're... I don't know. Fantasy-wise, I suppose. I don't know. But when you're looking at the rankings, I've seen him anywhere from 17 all the way down to as low as 25, 26. So he's not projected to he's not projected to have a stellar year. I hear people all over the map. I hear people say they're, Hunter Renfro's going to have this amazing year. Expect a lot out of Ruggs the Third. But I've heard very, very mixed reviews about Derek Carr. The one positive thing I've heard has been that they think that the Raiders have the best backup quarterback situation going in the league right now. And I would echo that sentiment. I think you've got some talent there. You got Peter Mann. You've got Mariota, who has the incentive in his contract that if he can get the starting position and he can maintain it, he's going to get paid like a starter. So it's very interesting when you see that he's behind them. But those guys aren't there to challenge Derek Carr. They're there to know that, hey, if you slip and fuck up, you make him slip or fuck up, then there's somebody there. But I don't think he's there to, hey, where he's trying out for your job. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case at all. I think Mariota is coming in knowing he's the clear number 2. This is his little reclamation project this year. Let's get my shit back under me, my legs back about me, get my mental faculties. Let's get everything ready, and then let's rock and roll. This is DC4's season, 100%. But it's just really a crossroads year for him, man. And I think we all know that. It's just really a crossroads year for Derek Carr. And we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. I mean, so far, if you're living in Vegas, man, it's a good thing to be a Raider. I mean, did you see the car John Gruden was gifted today? The Mustang Shelby GT 500. My God. That thing was a completely tricked out, custom plates on it. It's a great thing to be Gruden right now in Vegas. Handed a car by the official, I believe they're the official sponsor of the Raiders. Official dealership, whatever. Everybody's a fucking official something of an NFL team. We're the official toilet paper of your Las Vegas Raiders. You'll be wiping your ass with us every time you're at the game. So everybody's the official something of the Raiders. We're the official cup. The official napkin. Whatever. But it was a sweet-ass ride, though. My God, it was a sweet-ass ride. I think the first quarter of this season, now with the way it is laid out and the not having fans, which I'm sorry, I just don't see how. I know they haven't. None of that's been official, but you've heard everything from we're tarping the first fucking 8 to 10 rows. To 10 to 12,000 people, alls we're going to allow, 20% at most. People getting letters saying their tickets are canceled. Season ticket payments being put on hold. PSL payments being put on hold. All of that points in one direction, ladies and gentlemen. That there will not be fans in the fucking stands. If you don't see with what's going on with the Marlins, you have to be a fucking idiot to not think that that's the fucking road we're going down. There's not going to be fans. So the fact that there isn't fans now lays out this first quarter of the season a little differently, man. You're going on the road to Carolina. I thought Carolina was a weak opponent in week 1 with Bitchwater moved over as their new quarterback. I thought this was a great matchup in week 1. for this young team, and I had that pegged for a win. I was really concerned in week 2 as you bringing in basically a team that was locked and loaded, a previous Super Bowl winning team, locked and loaded for another Super Bowl run, Super Bowl coaching staff, Super Bowl quarterback, Super Bowl pedigree, one of the top wide receivers in the league. I mean, this was just a bad offering for your fucking home opener, but now the things have been evened out a little bit when you take fans out of the equation. Yeah, things are a little different, man. Things are a little different. Things are gonna be quieter. The quarterbacks will be able to make adjustment. Things are just gonna be different, and I wonder how quarterbacks are going to. This is such a different dynamic. The way signals are called, the way plays are called, the way things come in. You'll be able to hear everything on the field, and so will everybody else. The defense will be able to hear everything on the offense very clearly. You'll be able to hear play calls, changes, audibles. So there's going to have to be a lot of changes and adjustments made, and who adjusts and works well within what the parameters of this particular season are may just be the one that is the most successful. So it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell, but I think this first quarter of the season now has gotten a lot different, a lot more crucial. The week 3 against the Cheatriots, I thought that was a win. I thought you saw a win in Buffalo. There's a good possibility that you see your Las Vegas Raiders 4-0. The fact that there's not stands I don't think hurts this team and what they're trying to do out of the gate. I don't think it hurts this team. I don't think it hurts this team to have to go on the road to New England when half their players are going to be fucking sitting out. They've got a new quarterback. There's so much change there. I think that's a great thing, and that's lining up for a victory. Coming back home, yeah, with Buffalo, you've got this young team with a young quarterback, and I think this could really set up to be an interesting thing. So I think for this young team, you take a little bit of the pressure out of the equation by taking fans out of the equation. And I don't think for the growth and the gelling of this team at the beginning of the season, that's a bad thing. I mean, what if you hit mid-season and they've started to allow fans back in? Now you've got this trickle back in of fans. I don't think it's going to be, all right, 70,000 motherfuckers can go. I don't think you're going to have that. I think they'd love to have that by the time of the Super Bowl, but we'll see. And speaking of the Super Bowl is supposed to be in Tampa this year, Raymond James Stadium. And there's already been talk that if Florida continues to be a hotbed for the coronavirus, the way it currently is, a kind of a shit show in the area, they will consider moving the Super Bowl site because they want to have fucking fans there. If you don't think they want their premier spectacle to have some sort of a fucking fan participation, you're insane. They're still holding on to that last fucking grasp, is that the Super Bowl can be something. And there's been talks of having it moved already if Tampa Bay continues to be a hotbed for COVID, much like Miami is. Miami's much worse of an area of a hotbed than Tampa Bay is, which is why you're seeing the Marlins having their issues down there. So if you don't think the NFL's watching what's going on in that part of Florida and thinking we're putting our premier game and all of our stock in they'll move it, man. They'll move it. I mean, Vegas lost the draft, so it's hard to tell. Could Vegas be the new home of the Super Bowl? Dare, you took the words right out of my mouth. That's where I was driving towards. Dare I say? It's a possibility. Vegas lost being the premier of the draft, and there's not the thing about Vegas is there's not a lot of cities that can handle the kind of spectacle a Super Bowl would be on short order. And Vegas could do it. It's the entertainment capital of the world, and they could pull it off much like any other place in the world would be able to do it. So there's that possibility. Although I kind of hope personally it stays in fucking Tampa Bay this year, because damn, just saying. So I think very, very crucial, very interesting the way this first quarter of the season can and possibly will break out. Now, I think, I don't know, man. With seeing where we're at, what are we, 5-6 weeks away from the NFL season, and with where you're currently at, it's having baseball is making me somewhat optimistic, but not insanely optimistic, only because I see what's going on with the Marlins. And I see that, because here's the thing. If you have one team or one franchise, one fraction of your league go down, can you continue your season? If the Marlins can't get back going, because if you haven't looked at the season and what the schedule is of this 60-game season, this sprint season, there's hardly any days off. So there's not time to make up shit along the way, unless you're going to have now this one team play this insane amount of double headers. Well, that ain't fucking fair either. At some point you get to the point where, hey, these guys are getting the shaft. Hey, these guys are getting the shaft. We got to pull the plug. It's my biggest concern, and I'm watching it, and I don't want to see a ton of star players opt out. As long as we keep all of the stars and there's just this sprinkling of players that opt out, okay. Then I don't feel, my biggest concern for the 2020 NFL season is creating a bastard season. It's creating a bastardized season that's got this fucking asterisk next to it, and every time you're talked about as a champion, it's oh but this, oh but that, oh, you're the 2020 champion. Let me get my face mask. I don't want that. I don't want to be it took the Raiders forever to win a Super Bowl and it had to be in 2020. I don't want that. You've got to keep the integrity of the league and the integrity of the season intact. If you can't do that, then fucking scratch it, man. Just scratch that shit. I don't want bastardized season and a bastardized championship and a Lombardi trophy hoist that is less than a true champion. If you can't have that and you can't maintain the integrity of that, then just scratch the whole fucking thing. Scratch the whole fucking thing, and I'll keep watching rugby. Because rugby ain't that fucking bad once I figured out the rules, man. That's fucking rules are weird in rugby. I figured, but I'm working on it. I'm thinking about getting me a rugby video game. I think that will help. I just need violence in my life. That's it. I need people hitting each other. That's all. It could be a condition, fuck it. It's been going on since Roman times. They used to watch each other beat each other to death over dinner. I'm just watching some concussion, just some killing of brain cells and shit. Not like real murder. You're just murdering some brain cells and, possibly years off your life. Over cold beers and nachos. But hey, I need a little violence in my life. God damn it. Baseball is great and all, but it's baseball. It's not football. It's just not. Thank God for the UFC right now. It's keeping my violence level intact. But I need like a team sport violence. Hockey's coming back. That's gonna help. Go Lightning. That's gonna help. So we'll see. Things are getting interesting. So before we get to the end, and I've got some stuff to touch on, make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Check out our website. Check out our official sponsors, RaiderNationStore.net and Modo Sports, our newest sponsor, MODO/sports.com. It's the official sports apparel line of the Violator. Raider Nation, OG, Hall of Famer, super fan, all that shit. It's his own sports line. He's now an official sponsor of Raider Reaction will be kicking in items for our Reaction Shop raffle, so make sure you check out modo/sports.com and RaiderNationStore.net. Get you some gear, man. Get you some. Now, it's time for a special little segment that I like to call. A little thing I like to call the WTF. Now, I'm getting up there in age. I'm not fucking super old. I'm starting to get a little fucking gray beard going on, you know. It is what it is. I got a wrinkle here or there. I don't really give a fuck. But dude, I'm getting there. You know, I'm in my mid-40s. So I've been around the block a couple times, once or twice. And I've just noticed with what's going on in the world and I think things that I've interacted with over the past several weeks, that customer service in this world just does not exist anymore. I think they stopped teaching it. I don't know if millennials just don't absorb it, if it's because of the lack of human interaction anymore, that fucking basic customer service just doesn't matter. I just don't get what it is. I mean, like, for instance, if I go to Walmart or if I go to Home Depot, let's to Home Depot. I don't want to use Walmart. Fuck Walmart. It's a horrible example. But it's the same example. I just don't like Walmart. I prefer Home Depot. Say I'm at Home Depot. And I walk down. Fucking dude in his orange fucking schmuck. He's down here. He's stocking fucking screws, what have you. I walk up. Excuse me, man. I'm looking for the cable. Where's the cable? You know, I need some cable. I'm doing a project at home. I need some different lengths of cable. Fucking different. You know, where's your cable? Now, good customer service would be like, dude would stop what he's doing because he's getting paid, regardless of if he keeps doing that or if he helps me. He's getting paid the fucking same. It ain't no fucking stellar salary. Dude should stop what he's doing, make eye contact with me, and say, oh, yes, sir. That's an aisle 12. It's right over here. Hold on, just a second. I'll walk you there. See, right down there at the bottom of the aisle, sir. It's right there. You have a good day. That would be great customer service. He takes the time to not only tell you where it is, he engages with you and makes sure you find your product. But you know what I would get at Home Depot? I'd be like, hey man, you know where the cable's at? I've got this project we're looking at different size. Typically what I get is he won't even look up and be like, aisle 12. And I'm like, all right, you helped me, but did you really help me? You helped me, but did you really help me? So I mean, that's just like the customer service. It just sucks in this world. Everywhere I go, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm coming in your store. Like, I hate self-checkouts. I hate them with a motherfucking passion. Listen, if I wanted to be a cashier, I would. If I enjoyed the fucking beeping thing, I'd get one at home and I'd run things over and listen to a beat. Okay? I don't enjoy either of them. Not only do I not want to go in fucking Walmart or the grocery store to fucking begin with, I don't like shopping. I don't want to go in there. I don't want to fucking be there. I don't want to be your motherfucking employee while I'm there either. I don't want to have to go in and then have somebody say, oh, the self-checkouts are over there. No. Why don't you fucking go turn that register on and ring this motherfucker up for me? Why do I gotta help myself? Fuck that. I'm coming in, I'm spending my hard-earned money. How about you help me? How about you bag my fucking shit, make my change, and make sure that the fucking purchase is right? Now, if I go over there to the self-checkout and I miss scanning something and walk out, you're gonna crawl up my ass like I'm fucking stealing something. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just a bad fucking cashier. I didn't get trained properly. What the fuck? Customer service. God forbid, you go into Walmart and there's fucking 50 fucking aisles and they're trying to shove everybody through this fucking hamster maze at the end with fucking this little cube with fucking 20 self-checkouts in there. And you've got all these aisles open. You want to try social distancing, motherfuckers? How about you open up your 50 aisles and we can all social distance? But no, you want to cram us in this fucking little hamster hole so we can all check ourselves out. You stupid motherfuckers. that one had some legs to it now, didn't it? Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, our YouTube channel, RaiderReaction.com, and become an official supporter of Raider Reaction. It's fucking dollars a month. You get exclusive access into the Reaction Shop raffle. You could win every fucking item. Every item at the raffle. We've got Moto Sports, the Violators official sports apparel brand. He's sending in stuff. I believe he's sending in 8x10 autographed pictures of himself that I'm going to be able to give out to you guys in the raffle as well. I've got a ton of stuff for my personal collection as well as Raider Reaction stuff we're throwing in. RaiderNationStore.net is sending stuff in for the raffle. So we've already got like 3 or 4 raffles already loaded up with stuff. And so we're just getting other stuff, and I'm taking a certain amount of booty into each raffle, and I'm gonna stay on here however fucking long it takes to raffle it off. And the only people that can get it are official Raider Reaction supporters. Tommy's got that top fan diamond next to it, but Carl's got that supporter tag. The first raffle is the first Thursday in August. They are the first Thursday of every month, so there will be 12 raffles a year. So you will have a chance every month that we're going to be giving out a bunch of items to our supporters every freaking month. First one, August 6th. It's right around the corner. Next Thursday, not this coming Thursday, but the next Thursday, August 6th. First Thursday of every month. Mark that shit on your calendar. It's the Reaction Shop raffles. They will be returning. I will, during next week's show, I'll be I'll promo a few of the items that we're going to be giving away in the raffle. I'm still, we've got a bunch of stuff, man. I'm still trying to decide what I want to lead with. So, please, become an official supporter of Raider Reaction. Help us continue our mission to paint the world silver and black. We want to keep bringing you the classic games, coverage, all that we do behind the scenes, deep behind the enemy line, and we've got a lot of coverage planned for you for the 2020 season. We're not going to step back our coverage. As long as there's going to be a football season, we're going to be here and we're going to cover whatever the hell it is and whatever remnants it may be. So, it is what it is. Make sure to tune in tomorrow morning to Raider Reaction Morning Show. And then tomorrow night, we'll have something special for you right here again. Until next time, I am out. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Check out the website. Join our group. Reaction Sports. All that shit. Our new Facebook page. Check out everything. All of it. It's great. All of it. Until next time, I'm out.
From Thursday night to the backyard. Boy, the last time you're going to see a bad guy like this again.
Peace, love, Raider Nation.